Shakespeare's tragedy, Julius Caesar, the audience witnesses how his ambitious attitudes eventually lead to his death. It can be agreed upon, especially by the senators, that he was ambitious.
He was ambitious!
As a matter of fact, he was responsible for the death of Pompey, his former and closest ally, as an outcome of his lust for power.
He was ambitious!
This desire for control, which made him successful in government, blinded him from recognizing the precursors as he expected to be ordinated that day. This includes the soothsayer's warnings, Calpurnia's nightmares, the predicted omens, and Artemidorus' letter of warning. As an outcome of his foolishness, which is fueled by his desires, he suffers the ultimate consequence, death.
He was ambitious!
Emperor Palpatine is yet another character who displays his ruthless and ambitious character. This is demonstrated throughout the trilogy as he dissolves the Senate and massacres the Jedi Council because of his hunger for power. He begins as a consul who represents the people. To the people, he portrays himself as a man of honor that will not let the Republic be ripped apart. However, he eventually corrupts the government so that he may have supreme power, a desire that is rooted within him. Nevertheless, his ambitious tactics to become emperor provoke those who want to maintain the Republic. Between these two characters' ambitious tendencies, there are many similarities that are evident. For instance, both characters use military force to achieve their goals. Palpatine utilizes the clone troopers to put Order 66 into effect, while Caesar used his legions to triumph over Pompey. Both rulers betrayed those who they pretended to be aligned with. For example, Palpatine and Caesar pretended to love democracy, hence being loyal to the Senate. Furthermore, the people whom they governed over served as mere stepping stones for their ascension to power. Finally, the conspirators in both plots fought for the preservation of their established governments.
However, despite the many similarities that are shared with their ambition, there are many differences that take place. For one, the rebels in Star Wars fight for the greater good, as Palpatine was purely evil. However, Caesar's actions are subjective and open to interpretation. Though the conspirators in each storyline fought for their current government, the senators in Julius Caesar murdered more so out of jealousy and greed. In contrast, the rebels in Star Wars fought for the greater good. To add on, the plebeians in Julius Caesar play a much more prominent role, as they actively support Caesar's cause. On the other hand, the galactic population is hardly mentioned, as Palpatine appears to have abandoned them after achieving his goal. Throughout George Lucas's science fiction trilogy, Star Wars, it has been understood how many aspects are also present within William Shakespeare's tragedy, Julius Caesar. A recurring theme which is proven in both works is how greed and ambition can be dangerous if one dwells upon it too long. It is impossible to refute or deny that these two men had ambition deep-rooted within them, hence driving every significant decision of their life. Though ambition can be desirable at times, the opposite can be said if it is misused like Palpatine and Caesar.